Welcome to this video series in which I'm going to be talking about Snapchat and how you can use Snapchat for your business, or if you don't have a business, how you can use Snapchat to make money online. I'm going to be covering a simple formula that you can use for success on Snapchat. And I'm also going to be talking about the different ways that you can make money with Snapchat. And of course, I'm going to be teaching you how to build your audience and give you tips on creating content. So if you didn't know by now, Snapchat is a very powerful and engaging social media platform that you can use for your business or to make money online. And actually, I believe it's around 1 million people are abandoning Facebook every year for other social media platforms such as Snapchat. Alright, so with that said, I look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Now, there are many social media platforms out there. So what makes Snapchat special, and why should you consider it for your business? Or even if you're just starting out, why should you use Snapchat as a way to make money online? Okay, well, at the moment, Snapchat is probably the best social media network for creating content, building an audience, and selling them stuff. And the reason for this is because it's probably the most engaging platform out there. You have people's attention, undivided attention, for 10 seconds at a time. And this is what makes Snapchat different from other apps or social media platforms is its disappearing message feature. When you create a story or a snap, those snaps disappear within 10 seconds of people receiving them. And if you don't pay attention, or if your followers don't pay attention, that snap is gone forever, as though it never existed. And so this taps into one of our most primal fears, which is missing out. Okay, and people love the fact that snaps disappear. Now, you got to remember that people tune in for your story and they want to hear what you have to say. And because of the camera and drawing tools built into its interface, Snapchat allows you to create multimedia stories that connect with your audience on all levels. Okay, and you got to realize too that a Snapchat follower is more valuable than a Twitter follower. Okay, think about it. Someone decided to commit some time to watch your video. Okay, compare that to someone that's just casually following you on Twitter and just casually reading your tweets. Also, more than half of its users are in the 13 to 24 age range, which is one of the most coveted age groups by marketers. Okay, so I want to quickly go through a formula. Well, it's actually a simple formula that you can use for being successful on Snapchat. And this is actually a formula that is used in all types of media and businesses, okay? And it works great here on Snapchat. And the formula is this: you create content, you build an audience, and then you sell them stuff. Simple as that. So I'm just going to go through each step again here. Creating content, as I've typed down here, you have to make the content regularly so that people get familiar with you and become dependent on your content. Okay, and as for the next step, which is building an audience, well, it's them, your audience, that will be giving you money, or in most cases, as I'll cover in another video, there's other ways to make money on Snapchat aside from just selling stuff to your audience. Okay, and then the last step here is to sell them stuff, with which I just talked about. Okay, and the important thing here is to have their best interests in mind. There are several ways to make money on Snapchat. In this video, I'm going to cover a few of them. Okay, the obvious one here is to sell products and services. Okay, and one way you can increase conversions is by offering expiring discounts. So you have their undivided attention through your storytelling, and then you offer them a discount. For example, $10 off one of your products, and you could provide a link or and create a web page where you can have them go there to buy your product at that $10 discounted price. Okay, another way to make money on Snapchat is to promote affiliate products. And this is where you promote other people's products and you get a commission when people buy through the link or through your affiliate link that you provided them. Okay, another way to make money with Snapchat is through sponsored deals from other companies. And the more followers you have, the more that you'll get paid. And basically, the way it works is that they tell you a message that they want to communicate to your audience and then let you create the story for it. And some people on Snapchat are making up to $1,200 per day with this. And some are even getting month long campaigns and earning up to $100,000 per campaign. Now, the key here is to be real and to find brands that resonate with you so that you can tell your audience an honest message and not sound like you are just reading off a script. Okay, another way to make money is basically to get paid to manage another company's Snapchat account. Basically, you'll be doing the storytelling for that company. Okay, and lastly, another way to make money on Snapchat is by selling shoutouts. Just as in any business, you need a list or an audience. Okay, so in Snapchat, you need an audience. And unfortunately, there is no way for people on Snapchat to find you. They can't type in a name or a username and find you in Snapchat. So you have to work hard to build an audience. Okay, you got to try to promote your Snapchat account on other social media platforms and also try to add everyone from your phone's contact list when you first start out. That way, a lot of them will also add you to their Snapchat account. Okay, and when you try to get people to follow you on Snapchat, you have to give them a good reason to follow you. So, for example, you have to offer discount codes or exclusive content that they can't find anywhere else. Okay, another way to build your audience is to post your snap code everywhere, and the snap code is a code that people would take a picture of with their Snapchat account. Okay, and so you could post your snap code in your other accounts, or if you're talking to somebody in real life, you can just get them to take a snap right then and there. Another way to build your audience is to swap or pay for shutouts. So you can get together with other Snap chatters and agree to promote each other's Snapchat accounts and to invite other people to check out your Snapchat account and vice versa. Okay, and you could also pay for that service. And lastly, another way to build your audience is to use the live function. Okay, and it's actually pretty difficult to get on the live feature of Snapchat. They have an algorithm they use to basically put stories on live for people to watch. There are a couple tips you could use. It's one of them is to turn on your local settings function so that if there is a big live story going on in an area, you have a chance of your story being featured live along with that story. Also, another way to increase your chances of going live is to increase your amount of snaps. So basically, the more snaps you create, the more stories you create, that increases the likelihood of yours being included in a live story during that day. So you have to be on the lookout for live Snapchats in your area. Now let's get down to the dirty work here, and that is creating the content. Now, when you're creating content, you have to be consistent. A lot of successful Snapchatters create stories every day, actually multiple stories each day. And this is all about getting your audience to become familiar with you and to basically bond with them and create a relationship with them, and for them to get used to listening to your stories, and try to make your stories fun, engage with your audience. Try to also have a plot in your stories. You want your audience to also be curious so that they're not jumping from story to story. And another tip is to create inspirational stories that end with cliffhangers, so people will want to to watch more of your stories. Okay, another thing you may want to do too, if you already have a business, you already have a product or service, is to mix it up. You want to share both personal stories and also make stories about your products and services. And lastly, um, what I want to tell you is that animals and attractive women are very engaging topics on Snapchat. So you may want to take advantage of this. Okay, there's actually some Snapchatters that have hired Instagram models to promote their Snapchat accounts, and they've gotten hundreds or thousands of views or visits to their Snapchat account because of this. Also, animal stories, they're very engaging. They get a lot of attention, and a lot of times these animal stories they get curated by sites like BuzzFeed, again creating more traffic opportunity for your Snapchat account.